Hi everyone, it's Carrie and welcome back to my channel. We are so close to reaching my first 1,000 subscribers and I'm super excited about this. I've been looking through all my previous videos and still by far the most popular video on my channel is my very first video, oven baked pork chop potatoes. To date, it's had over 64,000 views, and my second most viewed video is my 2.0 version of the same recipe. That first video was so rough. It was recorded as a Facebook Live, so there's no edits, and it's long. I don't even show you in this video what the final product looks like. The fun fact is that out of all the meals I cook for our family, I only have one pork chop recipe that we like. Yet, my most popular YouTube video is a pork chop video. So I figured I better find another awesome pork chop recipe and make a video about that, as we are almost to 1,000 subscribers and I wanted to celebrate with you. I found this recipe on cafedelights.com. The first time I made this recipe, it failed. But I wanted to try it one more time and I followed the directions religiously. I even bought a cast iron pan to follow it exactly, and it turned out perfectly and was a huge hit in our home. So here's the title and the recipe blurb. Juicy honey garlic pork chops with caramelized edges, ready and on your table in less than 15 minutes. Smothered in the best 4-ingredient sauce. This honey garlic pork chop recipe is so easy, you won't believe it when it's done. No marinating needed. This recipe is an incredibly quick and delicious way to serve bone-in or boneless pork chops, seared until golden, then simmered and broiled or grilled in the most amazing honey garlic sauce. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? That's what I thought when I read it as well. So let's go make this together. Preheat your heavy base pan and get it nice and hot. The recipe calls for 4 pork chops, bone in or bone out. We used 3. Then season your pork chops with salt and pepper and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder on both sides just before cooking. Heat oil in your pan over medium-high heat until hot, and then sear the pork chops on both sides until golden and cooked through. Now this is going to take about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Now I have sped up this video because you don't need to watch me cooking for this long, but we're searing it again for 4 to 5 minutes until each side is crisp and golden. And the reason why we're doing this is so the juices in the chops are releasing into the sauce while they're broiling, which will create even more flavor and increase the quantity of sauce that we get to serve with the pork. If you're new to this channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing for more content just like this. I post videos once a week on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and I would love to have you as a viewer. But with all that said, let's get into our brand new pork chop recipe. Transfer the pork chops to a plate and set aside. Now you're going to reduce the heat to medium and melt butter in the same pan, scraping up any of the brown bits from the bottom of the pan. Saute 6 cloves of minced garlic until fragrant. This is going to take about 30 seconds. Then add the remaining ingredients, which is 1/4 cup of chicken broth, 1/4 cup of honey, and 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar or apple cider vinegar or any white vinegar. Now you're going to increase the heat to medium-high and continue to cook all of these together until the sauce reduces down and thickens slightly, which will take about 3 to 4 minutes while stirring occasionally. Don't cook for too long or the honey will reduce down completely, leaving you with a dry pan. And if that happens, you just have to make another batch of sauce to serve with later. Next, you're going to add the pork back into the pan and then baste generously with the sauce on both sides. Make sure it's good and covered. Delicious, juicy, tender chops that melt in your mouth. All done in a skillet or oven-proof pan and then finished off under the broiler or grill for a couple of minutes to get those crispy edges. That last step is so worth it. Just look at the color. You will not regret serving these honey garlic pork chops to your family. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I make one video every week on Wednesdays, and I hope to see you then.